Welcome back to Live with RX Muscles Iron Road to the Olympia, brought to you by Scitech Nutrition. Visit scitechnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is the Icelandic Bikini Beauty, the only and first IFBB pro from the country of Iceland, and she is Olympia qualified and will be competing this weekend in the Bikini Olympia. I'm talking about Margret Gnarr. Welcome.
Thank you.
I don't see any glaciers in the background, so I'm assuming you're probably someplace else other than Iceland right now.
Yes, I'm in LA right now. So
let's talk a little bit about being first in something, because you are the only pro from the country of Iceland, which I find hard to believe, because I know you guys have a pretty big population of people who actually work out, train, and compete there, don't you?
I can't hear you.
I just thought I gave a brilliant soliloquy. No, I said there's a lot of, you're the only pro from Iceland, which is kind of weird, isn't it? How come?
I'm not really sure, because we have so many great competitors, but I think it's because not a lot of Icelandic competitors go to the biggest shows like the World Championship and Amateur Olympia. But I think we could definitely have more pros from Iceland, because we have so many good competitors.
Why wouldn't the country itself, like if you win the Icelandic championships, why wouldn't they give you a pro card for that, let's say?
I'm not sure. You have to win the Icelandic championship to be able to go to the big shows. Yeah.
It's unusual. Like if you win the United States Nationals, you become a pro. Same thing with the UK Nationals. I guess maybe it's done by population. I'm not really sure. But I will say one thing. Not only are you a pro from Iceland, but you won 2 pro shows this past year, and which qualified you to go to the Olympia, and that's got to be a huge feather in your cap. Did that take you by surprise when you first won that first Legends Classic back in January?
Yeah, it was. I did not expect that at all, because my thing was I really wanted to qualify for the Olympia, and I thought of that show kind of like a warm up for so many other shows that I had lined up. And I did think about just trying to get as many points as I can in the point series. But then I just ended up winning my first show. And I was really surprised.
Nothing wrong with that, I always say. Now, I always wonder where people come from in terms of how they get into the sport. And you could tell us a little bit about that. But I noticed that you're a black belt in Taekwondo. Is that true?
Yes. I did Olympic Taekwondo sparring competitions before I went into fitness.
Wow. That's impressive. How long have you been doing Taekwondo, from when you were a kid?
Since I was 14 years old.
Oh, so you've been doing it a long time.
Yes.
Because you have an athletic look to your body. Have you always been involved in other sports, too?
I used to do figure skating as well for 6 years when I was little. And I was competing in figure skating also.
You look a little like Nancy Kerrigan. I thought that's who you reminded me of when I first saw you. Speaking of figure skating.
Yeah.
Better than looking like Tanya Harding, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Now, talk to me a little bit what the competition scene is like in Iceland, because when people hear Iceland, they think it's like in the North Pole, but it's obviously not. But it does get cold there in the winter. Do people work out? Is there a big population of people training there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Fitness and just sports and health in general is really big in Iceland. And we have so many really good gyms and also competitive fitness is really popular in Iceland, and strongman competitions. We have a lot of really strong guys from Iceland and really great athletes in all types of sports. I was
gonna bring that up. Are you friendly with Hafthor Bjornsson, who's who's one of the world's strongest men? He's also on the series, one of my favorites, Game of Thrones.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I did a photo shoot with him once for Vow Air, which it's an airline company in Iceland, and he was just like throwing me up in the air, and I felt like a doll or something. It was a lot of fun.
He's a big dude, that's for sure.
Yes.
Probably one of the strongest guys I've ever seen. I mean, and there are a lot of strong guys out there, but he looks. Some guys are strong, but they don't look strong. He looks strong too.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about this Facebook following you got. You got over 360,000 people following you on Facebook.
Yes.
Where did that come from? How did 360,000 people know about you?
I don't know. Most of my fans are from the U.S.
Right, but
So
that's a lot of people. That's more than just people who compete. How do you have such a big following?
That's actually, did you know that the population of Iceland is around 340,000 people?
Well, but where'd the other 20,000 come from then? If everyone in Iceland follows your page, we still got 20,000 people unaccounted for.
No, well, most of my fans are from the U.S.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
that like my page. So
I'm teasing. But how did that many people know about you? That's what I want to know. What do you do that people are aware of you? You must do something on social media that makes you that popular.
yeah, I did a photo shoot a couple of years ago where I was wearing a pink top and gray pants, and this photo is like really popular all over the internet. And that's the photo shoot, or the photos from that photo shoot kind of people knew about me from those photos. It was actually on the Jimmy Kimmel show, like 2 years ago or something. And the photo has been photoshopped and everything.
Oh, really? So someone picked up this photo and Jimmy Kimmel put it on the show out of nowhere?
Yeah, he said that was his wife, and talking about, I have like a big tiger lotus flower tattoo, and talking about how beautiful the tattoo is or something.
Oh, so because of that, people started following you after that, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. That was a
that
big
girl.
boom,
Yeah.
huh? It's weird how like some silly event like that can lead to like such
yeah,
popularity.
Exactly.
Have you had other people contact you, like, as far as like Hollywood people, celebrity people trying to get you to do modeling type stuff?
No, not really.
No.
Nobody.
Now, you think that's because you're all the way over there in Iceland? Have you ever thought about maybe moving to the United States?
I think also a lot of people, they think that I don't speak English, and they are really surprised when I start speaking English. They're like, I didn't know you spoke English. So I think that's also the reason why.
Now, is there another language in Iceland aside from English?
Yes, it's called Icelandic. It's actually the closest language to the Viking language.
Really?
If you've ever seen the TV shows Vikings,
yes,
they speak a lot of Icelandic in those TV shows.
Do you speak Icelandic?
Yes, I do.
Oh, can you say something to us in Icelandic so I can see what it sounds like?
Góðan daginn. Það rosalega gott veður hér í dag í Kaliforníu.
Oh, wow. I like that. I feel like I'm back in the Lord of the Rings or something like that. This is, or Game of Thrones for that matter. It's good language. Now, do you grow up speaking that language, or do you grow up speaking English mostly?
No, I grew up speaking Icelandic. I actually learned English from just TV shows and movies.
You're good. I would never know in a million years that you don't. That wasn't your first language. You speak perfect English.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. So, how do you feel going into this Olympia? I mean, you had a great year. You have a lot of momentum. We know the bikini division is notorious for flip-flopping people. So it's not like an inset thing. Who's going to win and who's going to come in second, third, fourth? Do you feel like you have a good shot at top 5?
Well, actually, I try not to think about the placements. I just really want to focus on doing my best and really just enjoy this awesome experience. This is the first time that an Icelandic competitor competes. So, I'm just going to do my best and hope for the best. I think everyone has a good chance in the bikini division because all the girls are so beautiful, and you never know what's going to happen.
Right. What are you doing out in California right now?
I'm visiting my coaches, Ingrid and Joe, with Team Edge.
Okay. Makes sense. When are you heading over to Vegas?
Tomorrow. Me and my sister are going to drive from LA to Las Vegas on a Mustang.
Nice.
Yeah.
Top down? No top or top up?
With the top.
With the top, okay. You could have been like Christy Brinkley back in National Lampoon's Vacation if you saw that movie. Yeah. So you're driving out to Vegas. Are you nervous at all going into this show? Because it is a huge event. This is the biggest bikini event in the world.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm a little nervous, but I'm just really going to try to keep my mindset strong and keep calm and just really enjoy this experience. And I'm also really lucky I have my sister with me who is helping me a lot, and also helping me with my mindset and helping me to stay calm. And
Now, I always wonder, I have different questions, obviously, for different divisions. But for the bikini division, I always wonder, how do you pick for the biggest show of the year? How do you pick what color suit you're going to wear? How are you going to style your hair? How are you going to do your makeup? Do you do something special for that show, or do you kind of just do what's been working for you all along?
yeah, I try to just do what has been working for me. Like when I won the world championship, I wore a green bikini. So I kind of stick to that.
Right.
Yeah, I think you should always just pick what works for you, because there's a reason why you did so well in that bikini. So, and I get my bikini from, her name is Freydis. She does bikinis for a lot of competitors in Europe. And so, yeah.
And do you bring your own makeup artist, or do you have to like go find someone when you get there,
Yeah, I always have to find someone. But I'm having the same makeup artist who did my makeup at the Legends Classic in January. She's going to do my makeup for the Olympia. I really loved her makeup, and she's also going to do my hair. I'm going to style my hair the same way as I always do, just have it straight. And yeah, just to do what has been working in the past shows.
Who's this makeup artist? Does she have a name?
Veronica.
Okay. So, Veronica, you did a good job. Hopefully you'll do a good job again. Now, what do you do for food? Do you stay in a little apartment and cook your own food, or do you order room service? How do you handle food on the road?
Well, it's actually really easy here in the U.S. If I'm staying at a hotel, I always try to stay at a hotel that has a microwave and a fridge. Then I go to Trader Joe's and get pre-cooked chicken and a lot of vegetables. And then most of the food that I eat, I can cook it in the microwave, or I just eat it raw.
Got raw. Okay, that's good. Now, do you worry about these pre-cooked chickens, like that they might have extra added ingredients that you don't really want in your diet?
No, that's actually great with the chicken in Trader Joe's. I found it out that they have this pre-cooked chicken that has no extra stuff in it, so it's good.
Well, that's good. Now, after the show, do you do like photo shoots? Do you have? Because I know you're working obviously with Scitech Nutrition, which is obviously a great accolade for you because you're getting paid some money. You got a support of a nutrition company. Are they going to put you through the rigmarole of photo shoots after the show?
Yeah, I'm doing 2 photo shoots with Scitech Nutrition. I'm also going to do a photo shoot with Sean Nelson, who I did a photo shoot with him last time I was in Vegas. He's really good. And I think I have also one other photo shoot lined up. My sister is kind of in charge of all my schedule now, so she has everything written down somewhere. But I have a couple of photo shoots, yeah. And I'm also going to be working the Olympia Expo for Scitech Nutrition.
What's that a tattoo of on your arm? I see.
This one?
Yeah, what is that?
It's
It doesn't say 5%, does it? No, the big one. Yeah.
The big one. This one.
Yeah. What is it? What are those? Angel wings?
No, these are Valkyrie wings. This is a Viking tattoo.
I know Valkyries. Yeah, I know the Valkyries.
Yeah.
What does that symbolize? Tell us what it symbolizes.
Just symbolizes women's power, and the Valkyries, they're warriors, and I have a background in Taekwondo, so I'm a martial artist, and it's just like really represents women power.
Gotcha. What's the tattoo on your back of?
That's a Thai tiger coming out of a lotus flower. I got that tattoo because it was just like a period in my life. It was before I went into competing in fitness, and there were these events that came up, and I had to be really strong to get through them. So I always get tattoos when I go through periods like that. So I got the lotus flower, which represents rebirth, and then the tiger is for courage and power, and yeah.
Yeah, I have gotten a few tattoos in my life, and I do the same thing when I want to remember something or a tough period. I'll go through that.
Exactly.
Now, what was the tough period you went through, if you don't mind me asking?
No, it's kind of personal.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
We like to get personal. I try. If we were sitting down one on one, I would get you to tell us about it. But,
Yeah.
But
I'll
you know,
do that.
it's interesting because competitors tend to overcome a lot of obstacles, and a lot of times they don't talk about it. And the people who are in the audience watching these shows think that you guys are like superheroes, and they don't realize that you're real people and that you go through real events
exactly.
and real tragedies and real
Yeah.
obstacles that you have to overcome, and that's why you're champions, because you're able to do that and still come out
Exactly.
on top, and that's an admirable trait,
Yeah. Totally.
All right, well, best of luck, obviously, in Las Vegas. The Olympia is coming up in a couple days from today, and you got some great, like I said, momentum from those 2 wins earlier in the year, and hopefully maybe you could bring home your first Olympia to the island of Iceland. That would be a huge achievement, obviously.
Yeah.
Good luck, and thanks for talking with us, and we'll stop by the Scitech Nutrition booth and visit you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you in Vegas.
All right, Margaret. And that'll take us to the end of another episode of Live with RX Muscles Iron Road to the Olympia, brought to you by Scitech Nutrition. Visit scitechnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.